Uh, Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Cece. Today's video is a teacher story time, teacher tea time. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this series yet, so since I'm just starting out, and I don't even know if this will make it posted, but that's okay. It's just fun to do. So we've been in school for almost a month now. I have an absolutely wonderful grade 3 class. So far, grade 3 is my favorite grade, and I mean, they're just so cute, but they're really funny too. So yeah, I have just a couple of stories. Every year at school, I'm called mom or dad for sure, and it happened already. I couldn't believe it. So what really made me laugh was it was this little boy who's like not like that. Like he's just not, he's kind of cool. He's not Mr. Warm and Fuzzy. But what we were doing is we were getting out technology. And so, so I'm passing out the Chromebooks or whatever, and they're all trying to sign in. It's a little crazy, as it always is in my classroom. And he puts up his hand, and he goes, "Hey mom, I mean, Miss Ball." And it was so funny because like a bunch of people heard, right? I'm like, "Oh, like that's okay, no." And then it really made me laugh because I think he called me mom because he was getting on technology and having trouble. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that was all of your year last year was having trouble getting onto your tech and calling your parents for help because you were at your house." So that really gave me a laugh. What are the other things? Oh, my class this year, we've got a couple people really into cats. So yeah, I hear about people's cats every day, probably, which is funny because I have a cat and a dog, but I'm way more into my dog than my cat. So I'm kind of not faking it, but kind of, going along with it. And then I have a couple kids who are really into like magic and kind of telling jokes or trying to pull pranks, but they don't have like the rhythm down yet. So they'll tell you a joke and they'll say the punchline in the joke. So what were they saying? Okay, so the joke really goes, what did the ocean say to the pirate ship? And you're supposed to go, "I don't know what." And they go, "Nothing, they just waved," because it's an ocean, waves. But all the kids are telling variations of this joke, right? Ocean waves, that's the funny part. And at least 2/3 of them start off, "So the ocean waved, oh, actually, what did the ocean say to the pirate ship?" But they've already said the punchline. But it's hilarious. So we do jokes every Friday morning. If they have a joke, they can tell it. It's great, but it's a lot of that. And it's a lot of the kids are kind of shy, right? Like, so they want to say their joke, their hands up, they're all ready. Then their turn comes and they get really shy. So they don't say it loud enough. And we're all wearing masks and the fan is on. So like there's ambient noise, they're muffled, and they're being too quiet because now all the attention's on them and they're kind of like freaked out, right? So, oh my gosh, these jokes are so funny. You barely hear anything. It's like, and then so I'm laughing and then I go, "Oh, did someone not hear? Like, oh, let's repeat ourselves, like let's say it loud again." So yeah, so all that's happened. I'm trying to think if anything else funny has happened. Not really. Nothing big, no big like events, have gone on that have been really hilarious. Lots of the kids figuring out and me figuring out, like what the rules are and whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just funny, right? They come up to like confess something to you and you have to really pretend to like give it a big deal. Like, oh, someone got marker on their desk. Like, oh, it's a big deal. So I find all of that really, really fun. We haven't had very many events yet. It is still a COVID year, so I don't think that we will have very many. We've had one assembly. We might have like a guest speaker or two. This upcoming week, we have two big things. We have the Terry Fox Run and we're honoring Orange Shirt Day. So I'm excited for that. When we have events, it makes the week a little better. Like the kids have something that they're kind of thinking about all week and they know that the rest of the school is involved too. So yeah, so all that should be good. Yeah, okay, so those are stories from the first 3 weeks of school. Sorry that they are not very good. I have to get better at remembering and writing things down, kind of like I said in the other video about getting ready for school. When I'm there, I'm just kind of really in it, and I don't take a step back to kind of look at it from someone else's perspective and think, what would people like about this and what would they not like? I'm really self-focused and focused on the class. So yeah, I think, we'll continue on and we'll see if I add any more to this video and if it gets posted. If it does, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.